Hey everyone, it's Emily, and today we are building a cafe in the new world of Sulani. I'm really excited about this lot because I really like taking my Sims to cafes in the game. I don't know, I think it's just a cute little outing to take your Sims on, and this world doesn't really suit a library in my opinion. I don't know, I feel like maybe you could have a library here, but there aren't all that many lots, so I wouldn't want to use one of my valuable precious few number of lots in this world on something like a library, but I do like having a place where there's some computers in the world that my Sims can go to, so I wanted to use the cafe for that purpose. I made it convivial so they get a boost on charisma, mischief, I think, and comedy? I don't know. I feel like cafes are a place where you come to chat with people or get work done, so the other lot trait that I gave it was a fast internet, because I think that of all the places in the world, there wouldn't really be a place that would make sense in a tropical town, but I could see that there might be like a cafe that has really good internet, and that's where all the people from out of town come to do their work. I don't know, you can't really do that in the game, but I thought that it would be a fun little touch to have. And I also included some laptops on this lot, mostly because I was thinking, you know, people bring their laptops to work here, but if you are playing in the game and you need your sim to go somewhere and use a computer, there aren't any computers in Sulani pretty much anywhere. There might be some in certain houses, I haven't seen them yet. I've only played in one of the starter houses that I kind of like half renovated, and then I've just been building my own houses as far as that goes, and I haven't renovated any of the houses other than a starter house, and starter houses in the game usually don't have computers anyway. So yeah, long story short, if there is a computer, it's got to be in a family's house somewhere. There aren't any computers on any of the public lots, and I wanted a place that had some. End of story. Anyway, yeah, I think this is a really cute little place. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I've been liking making things super bright and colorful, and I just like that a lot of the buildings in the background also are really bright and colorful, so my bright and colorful things don't stand out quite as much. Like, they still do, obviously, because, you know, crazy colors, bright orange, cafe building, but they're not quite as out of place as they are in some of the other worlds where there isn't anything else that's super bright the way that I like to do things. So I've just been having a lot of fun with that, and I feel like my builds fit in with this world in a way. Like, when I first started building with this pack at EA Play and I had no idea what the pack was going to be like, I struggled a lot the first day that I had to record. Like, I tried to build 3 different things and I hated all of them. I completely scrapped them, and then the second day that I had to record, I built like 3 things in one day because I'd finally figured it out. And now that I kind of know what styles look good here and kind of what works with the items that we have in the pack, I've just been having a lot of fun with it. And I'm also looking forward to when I get past that point, because I feel like there's always that point when you get a new pack and you want to use like all the new stuff all the time, so you have to make everything super themed around whatever the new pack is, and then you get to a point where, okay, I've like played with all the new stuff, I'm kind of like starting to figure out how it works with other stuff, and which I've already kind of done. Like, there are certain items that I've worked in from other packs just because they like so obviously go well with this like beachy vibe, and then there are certain windows, like the Get Famous windows, I don't know, I really like those, and I feel like they fit in well with this world. The seasons windows I don't think would necessarily work mixed in with the items we have from the pack. I don't know, windows are a big thing for me. I love when we get new windows in the game, it's very exciting, and the windows in this pack I like for a lot of these types of builds, but I don't think I'll end up using them very much other than that. But they're working well here, and that's good, but I'm really excited for once I kind of get over this super island tropical Polynesian build phase and start to just use the world and kind of make other types of beach houses, like more, I don't know, like American beach house. Does that make sense? Like something you would see in Florida, or I don't know. I'm just thinking of all the possibilities with this pack. And the world and all of that. Something that I've been thinking about a lot is this pack worth it? Because I feel like a lot of people have been saying the gameplay is kind of lacking, and I don't know, I haven't played the pack enough, like actual gameplay wise, to feel like I've done everything yet. There's still quite a few things I have to do, so I don't feel like it's lacking, but I do think that once I finish the conservation career, that's a big thing for me. And also, mermaids are only fun for so long. I do this with every occult. I do like mermaids a lot better than some of the other ones. Like aliens, I think are really annoying. I don't like playing with them. I tried to play with them once, and that was recently. Before that, I had never tried to even play with an alien just because, I don't know, Actually, no, that's a lie. I had a sim one time that was an astronaut, and then she ended up having a thing with an alien, and then her kid was an alien, or maybe they were an alien-human hybrid. I don't know. I did something interesting with that, like, a really, like, years ago. Literal years ago. And that was kind of fun, but I don't think that I've ever fully played with aliens, just because there's not that much to do with them. I think mermaids are kind of the same way. There's not that much to do with them, but their animations are so cool. Like, the way they move around is just kind of mesmerizing. So I think that that gives them a little bit of a step up from aliens, where they just look kind of freaky and that's about it. And they have some weird powers, but you really can't do much else with them that I think is like all that exciting. And then vampires to me are just like so much work because they have all the levels, and I've always wanted to just have this like really cool vampire and do all the vampire stuff, and I've kind of done some of it, but it's still just like, it's such a system to kind of like get your vampire established. And I feel like the same kind of way with celebrities, even though they're not in a cult, they do have that like tiered system, like ranking system with stars and all of that, that kind of reminds me of vampires and some things that make them like a little bit much for me to play with just on a regular basis. Whereas mermaids, it's like, cool, if I live at the beach and I have someone in my house who's a mermaid, I get to watch them swim around and they're pretty, and I don't know, it's just kind of fun. But I'm sure that at some point I'll probably I'll probably get sick of mermaids, let's be honest. I probably won't want to have them in my household all the time, but they're a bit of fun right now, and I do enjoy that. What are some of the other parts of the pack? I don't know. I guess for me, what makes a pack really good is if it has good build stuff, which I think this one does. And I know that there are some things that I'm not going to use all the time, but I'm having a lot of fun using right now. So I'm totally fine with that. And if I ever want to do another tropical build like this time next year, or like maybe in the winter when I just want it to be summer again, then I have a lot of good items that I feel like we didn't have in the game before. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And then the world in general, like new worlds really make or break a pack for me. Like Get Together is by no means my favorite pack. I think the club system is cool. I've actually started to use it more than I did when I got the pack, but it's just, I don't know, like other than clubs, there's like not that much to do in Get Together. It gave us cafes, which I really like. I love cafes. Oh, also, I want to point this out in the build before, I mean, we're already done, but that little postcard wall, I got that idea kind of, well, I got this idea from Kayla, little Simsy. She was doing a build on stream. It's probably a speed build too. I don't know what she's doing. But she did this build where I think she was like renovating, or maybe she was just building a bar in Sulani, and she had a little postcard, thing, you know, the corkboard where you can like actually hang the postcards up. She filled up one of those and had this whole like backstory with the people who run the bar and like people sending the postcards. I don't know, it was a whole thing. And I thought that the postcards just looked really cute. And then I was looking at this wall, and I usually don't open the debug menu when I'm building. I just build with the regular items because debug is a lot for me. And I cut out quite a bit of this because I just spent so long scrolling through all the items in debug to find little clutter stuff. But I think they add a lot to community lots, so I do like to do it then. In regular houses, I think it just gets overwhelming. But anyway, I saw the postcards when I was scrolling through, and then I also noticed that the wallpaper that I used back behind, you know, the little, not cafe area, the little countertop area, I don't know, it looks like the type of wall that you could just put push pins into, so I thought that it would be kind of fun to hang up postcards back there, and it just helped fill up the wall. And I don't know, it's, with these types of community lots, there isn't really much to do here other than, you know, get some coffee, sit at a table, go on one of the laptops, and talk to people. So I think that it's really nice when you come to the lot and it's well decorated, and I think one of the best ways to do that is putting up wall decor and kind of like a little bit more cluttered than I usually would in a house or something. Yeah, I don't know. I just had fun doing that. But what was I saying before this? Something about the pack and the building. Oh yeah, with building stuff. So for me, it's the worlds. And oh, that's what I was saying, because I was talking about Windenburg. Well, I was getting there. So with Get Together, like, there really isn't that much that makes it like a great pack for me, but Windenburg is such a good world and it's so pretty, and that used to be my go-to world. Sulani's my go-to world right now because it's shiny and new and it has the ocean, which is awesome. But Windenburg is just, it's such a pretty world. It's really big. You can put so much stuff in it. That's something with Sulani. I'm looking at all the lots that I want to do community lot wise, because I think we need a lot more to do in this world than they gave us kind of with the game, which is fine. Like, it makes sense. They only have the lot types that are available for the pack, which only came with one. I think it was the beach. And then the lot types that come with the base game, so they couldn't put something like a cafe in the Sulani that they gave us with the pack. But I don't know, there's like just a lot of things that I feel like it needs to have to make it feel like a world where you can actually go out and do stuff. Like, yeah, we have 2 different beaches and a bar, and honestly, what even else? What else do we have? Not much. It's a lot of houses. And for me right now, it's looking like when I fill up this world, there's gonna be maybe like 5 houses and everything else is gonna be community lots, just because I'm not the type of person that ever goes to other Sims houses. I talked about this in another build video recently, but I never take my Sims to other people's houses, so I would rather just fill up the world with community lots and play that way than have a bunch of Sims for my Sims to meet, because honestly, if I'm playing with a household and I have a storyline in mind and I really need like 2 people to meet, or I need someone to, you know, have a significant other or like get married at some point in the future and like line that up for them, usually I'll just make a Sim myself because I have an idea of like what I want them to look like or what I want their kids to look like, or the type of person that I think my Sim would be with. I don't really leave it up to chance in the game, so it doesn't bother me to not have that many other houses with other families and all of that. Let me know if you guys are the same way. I don't know if that's like a I'm in the minority in that case, but that's just how I usually play. I'll make my Sims other people that they meet. The only thing that I won't do, sometimes I'll make people's like best friends and stuff, like when they're a teenager, sometimes I might go in and make my Sim a friend, but usually I'll just let them like find their own friends, and then I'll make them their significant other, like who I think they're gonna end up marrying or something. I don't know, that's just how I do it. But this is totally unrelated from anything that has to do with The Sims, but it's related to gaming, so if you like playing other games, Steam is having a summer sale right now, and I'm really excited about it. I only mention this so I can talk about the games that I just got that I'm so excited to play. I mostly just play The Sims and Stardew Valley. Recently it's been The Sims because island living and all of that. I'm probably not even going to touch these games for at least, actually I'll probably look at them while the sale is still going on, because they all have DLC, so like they have extra content like expansion packs for The Sims, but it's just add-on content for these other games. And I want to look into the games and see what kind of DLC I think I would want, just depending on what I like to do in the game. But I'm probably not going to play them all that much for the next couple weeks, just because I'm liking The Sims so much right now. But I know that at some point The Sims always gets kind of dry to me, or I don't have any ideas of what I want to build and that type of thing, so I do like to have other games to play, and I haven't had anything else to play except Stardew Valley for the longest time. Like one of the games that I got, Planet Coaster, it's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, which I used to play all the time when I was little, and I've had Planet Coaster on my Steam wishlist for literally 2 years. It's just been sitting there, and when I looked at the date of how long it had been on my wishlist, like since June 2017 is when I put it on my wishlist. I can't believe that I let it sit on there for that long, but I'm really excited. I bought it today, and I want to look at it on stream maybe tonight. I don't know. Well, the day that I'm recording this is the day after, or the day that I'm posting this is the day after I'm recording this, so tomorrow I'll be streaming. I'm probably going to be playing The Sims. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm not sure if I'm going to want to build or if I'm going to want to play my Lilo and Stitch family that I've been playing a bunch, but I will be streaming tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and that would be Thursday, June 26th, if you want to hang out with me. Right now it's looking like I'm probably going to stream Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern time, just because that is what fits into my schedule best at the moment. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. Oh yeah, the other 2 games that I got City Skylines and House Flipper, because I've seen a lot of people that play The Sims and like building also like House Flipper, so I thought I'd check that out. And then City Skylines is kind of like a more city-based version of Planet Coaster, which is like designing a theme park but designing a city. I don't know, I'm gonna see how I like them, and I will keep you guys posted. Anyway, we are well past the video, so I am gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Bye!